cry for justice a universal language. Across cultures and throughout history, a common thread binds humanity, the longing for justice. This yearning is not confined to any one nation, race, or creed. It is a universal cry that echoes through the ages, resonating in the hearts of people from every corner of the globe. We yearn for fairness, for righteousness, for a world where the scales are balanced and everyone receives what they deserve. This desire for justice is deeply rooted in our collective consciousness, driving us to seek out systems and structures that uphold these values. This innate desire, etched on our hearts, transcends time and place. It is a fundamental aspect of our humanity, reflection of our shared values and aspirations. Whether in ancient civilizations or modern societies, the pursuit of justice remains a constant unifying force. But where can we turn for guidance in our pursuit of this elusive ideal? In a world filled with conflicting ideologies and perspectives, finding a reliable source of wisdom can be challenging. Yet, throughout history, many have turned to sacred texts for direction and inspiration. The Bible, a timeless text revered by billions, offers profound insights into the very nature of justice. Its teachings have influenced countless individuals and societies, shaping their understanding of what it means to live justly and righteously. It's not merely a collection of stories or moral guidelines. It's a narrative of God's relentless pursuit of justice for the oppressed, the marginalized, and the forgotten. Through its pages, we encounter a God who is deeply concerned with the plight of the vulnerable, and who calls his followers to act on their behalf. And these ancient words, penned millennia ago, truly guide us in our modern quest for a more just world. In an era marked by rapid change and complex challenges, the relevance of these teachings may seem uncertain to some. The answer resoundingly is yes. The principles of justice outlined in the Bible are timeless, offering a foundation upon which we can build a more equitable society. They provide a moral compass that helps us navigate the complexities of our world. The Bible provides a framework for understanding justice, not as an abstract concept, but as a lived experience, intricately connected to our relationships with God and with one another. It challenges us to embody justice in our daily lives, to seek out opportunities to serve and uplift those around us. It's within these pages that we discover the heart of God, a heart that beats for the vulnerable and cries out against injustice in all its forms. By engaging with these teachings, we are invited to join in this divine mission, to become agents of change in a world that so desperately needs it. Echoes of justice, the prophet's unwavering stand. The pages of the Old Testament echo with the voices of prophets, individuals chosen by God to speak truth to power and challenge the status quo. These prophets were not just religious figures. They were social revolutionaries, unafraid to confront the injustices of their time. These courageous figures stood as God's conscience in their societies, denouncing corruption, exposing hypocrisy, and demanding justice for the poor and oppressed. They were the moral compass, guiding their communities back to the path of righteousness and equity.
Amos, a shepherd-turned-prophet, thundered against the wealthy elite who exploited the poor, amassing wealth through dishonest means while ignoring the plight of the vulnerable. His background as a shepherd gave him a unique perspective on the struggles of the common people, making his message even more powerful. He proclaimed, "Let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream." This vivid imagery of justice flowing like a mighty river captured the essence of his divine mission. His words were a searing indictment of social injustice, a call for radical change rooted in God's unwavering concern for the marginalized. Amos's message was not just a critique but a passionate plea for a society built on fairness and compassion.
Micah, another prophet, echoed this message, condemning the powerful who trample on the heads of the poor as on the dust of the ground. His voice was a beacon of hope for those crushed under the weight of oppression. He articulated God's requirements to act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. These simple yet profound directives were a roadmap to a just and compassionate society. These principles, justice, mercy, and humility, form the bedrock of God's covenant with his people. They were not mere suggestions, but divine mandates that called for a deep, transformative commitment to ethical living. The prophet's message was clear. True worship wasn't confined to rituals or sacrifices. It demanded a passionate pursuit of justice that manifested in tangible acts of love and compassion for the marginalized. The teachings transcended religious rituals, urging a holistic approach to faith that included social responsibility. Their unwavering stand serves as a timeless example for us today, urging us to be voices for the voiceless and advocates for the marginalized. In a world still rife with inequality and injustice, the prophet's call to action remains as relevant as ever, inspiring us to continue their legacy of courage and compassion. As we reflect on the powerful messages of the prophets, we must ask ourselves, what do these ancient calls to justice mean for us today? The echoes of Amos, Micah, and their contemporaries continue to resonate, urging us to confront the injustices of our own time. In our modern world, the call for social justice is more pressing than ever. The spirit of the prophets lives on in the countless movements and individuals fighting for change. As we journey through the echoes of history, we see a common thread that ties us all together: the call to unity. As we journey through the echoes of history, we see a common thread that ties us all together: the call to unity.